Greetings, fellow makers! I am Malky of Malky Cosplays. Welcome back to my lab. Today, I'm painting some props, because why not? Well, actually, there is a good reason. I'm working on a short film, and I'm producing, prop making, and making all the costumes and all that stuff. And these have to be ready by Saturday, which is, tomorrow. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you really quick what I did. These are some binoculars I downloaded from Thingiverse. I'll have the link in the description. This is a DH17 that I also downloaded from Thingiverse. Again, link will be in the description. And yeah, so now I'm going to show you how I painted them. And keep painting them. So I started these binoculars by throwing some dark steel paint on there. Give it a nice base coat. And now I'm adding some deep sapphire, which is this stuff right here, to the buttons and greeblies and whatnot. And maybe here too, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm not traditionally just brushing. It's more like dabbing it on, kind of stippling. I've noticed that will minimize the appearance of brush strokes. And I haven't done any masking, so I'm just being very careful to get the paint only where I want it. Really simple technique, nothing too crazy. But sadly, this only works for a Star Wars prop, so if you're making anything else, no, I'm kidding. This will work for anything. And yeah, just going to keep doing this until all these buttons are done. So I'll come back later and show you what that looks like. Alright, so I added some blue to the binoculars. That looks really cool. I'm going to add some black later, but now I have to wait for the blue to dry. So I'm going to set it aside and bring back our blaster. Now, I really like having two props to work on at the same time because it allows you to go back and forth while the paint is drying on one. So that way you're not just sitting around waiting for paint to dry. Now, alright, so blaster looks great, but it looks new, and we don't want new. I wanted to make it look old and worn and messed up, like it's seen some actual action. So, to simulate that, we're going to do some dry brushing. Basically what that is you get a little bit of paint on your brush, and then you wipe most of it away. Like this. And as you can see, I've been doing a lot of this lately. Alright, now there's just a hint of paint on the brush. So now we're going to hit a few spots where the blaster would likely get some wear and tear. Like here. It's going to leave just a hint of paint just right there on the edge. And maybe here on the scope. And we're just going to keep doing that until it is done. The thing is, it's really easy to overdo this, so you got to be really careful. Just along the edges. And this is what's going to give it that extra realistic look. Even though it is, of course, a prop and not real, because blasters don't exist in the real world yet, that I know of. And yeah. So if you're ever doing any dry brushing, again, it is really easy to go overboard with this. So go slow, take your time. I've also noticed it helps every once in a while to just look at your prop and see how it looks. And yeah, work slowly and build up the amount of weathering you're looking for. So I'll come back when that's done. Alright, so I had a bit of a mishap. The handle came off, but I put some super glue and epoxy in there and it seems to be holding. We'll see. But yeah, it's all weathered and stuff. So it should be ready for filming tomorrow. Yay! So I added some blue and some black to the binoculars, but then I figured it looks too new, and we don't want that. I want it to look old and weathered and worn and messed up. So I started adding some rust. Now, I don't know about the Star Wars universe, but in this universe, rust is rarely ever just one color. So I mixed up a few colors. This is this burnt sienna right here. And this is, what is this? Rich brown right there. Mixed with some pure black to darken it up. And then we got an orange mixed with, I believe it was this one. And then we got some yellow mixed with orange and brown. I've already added this one and this one. So now we're going to move on to this orangey looking color. So here we go. I tend to not let my stuff get rusty, but this bounty hunter might not be as careful with his stuff as I am. So his stuff is going to be rusty. A little bit accumulate in the corners, in the crevices. I don't want to cover the whole thing. I want it to look like it's been building up with years and years and years of use and miscare. just going to add a little bit at a time. And just kind of see where it leads. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right. And now I'm going to clean my brush and move on to this yellowish, brownish, mustardy looking color. So I will take care of that and show you what it looks like. So I had a lot of rust and some dry brushing and all kinds of cool, gross stuff that makes it look old and weathered and worn. And that's where I'm going to end it today. So, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Also, that short video I talked about should be, well, we're going to record it tomorrow. I'll edit it. Should be up in a couple days, maybe a week. So yeah, definitely look forward to that. And I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day.